Reverend Carol, you're muted.
Well, let's start again then. Good morning and welcome to this Center for Conscious Living. I'm Dr. Carol Lawson, the founding minister of this glorious community. It is November 22nd, and we are absolutely in this field of love. I am delighted that just briefly say good morning to Martha Creek, who is going to be sharing her wisdom and her love with us. Good morning, Martha. I'm so happy that you're here. And those of you that have been with us before know there are practitioners praying for us, Reverend Michael Rogers, Felicia Karstens, and Kathy Miller, who is, we call that pastoral support, who will be letting people into the chat and putting things up in the chat for us. And the Reverend Paul Hoyt, who is our first practitioner today, who will do our opening invocation.
Good morning, everyone. If you'll take a nice deep breath, breathing in the breath of God and releasing anything that needs to be released. Relaxing into this moment right here, right now. This moment of God, this moment, and this moment, and this moment. Knowing that the perfection of God flows through this entire service, that it is completely orchestrated by the divine, that we are all here in love and in peace which passeth all understanding, knowing that we bask in that love of the divine, that the divine flows to and through us, that still small voice in the center of our being, that consciousness of God is with us all, guiding us, loving us, supporting us, knowing that this is the activity of God, knowing that Reverend Carol and Martha Creek are individualized expressions of God, that they step aside and let the divine word flow through, the divine consciousness flow through. Know that Jackie, her voice is the voice of God, that the music is the music of God, knowing that we are all here by divine right, by divine appointment, that we are all individualized expressions of God, and we bask in that knowingness, that it pervades our beingness. It is our beingness. And we know of that warm embrace by the divine. Feel it. Know it. You are it. And in this knowingness of the perfection of this entire service and of all of our lives, we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Paul. Beautiful. Now we have that glorious legs that you referred to, doing a song by Karen Russell, telling us the truth.
Ashe, amen. So as we do this song, I just want to tee this up by saying and sharing a quote from Maharishi Mahesh. Don't fight darkness, bring the light, and darkness will disappear. So I invite you to be the light that you are everywhere you go. And let's just center ourselves one more time. I am, I am. 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 I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. There are times when I forget the Spirit lives inside of me. When I drop into that source of love in my heart, I am free, and I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. There's a truth that I know deep inside my soul. Every day's an opportunity to shine my light to everyone that I see. Oh, I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. Gonna shine my light. Oh, I am. Shine my light. Oh, let me tell you that you are a light. You shine so bright. You illuminate the darkness. I'm talking to you. You are a light. You shine so bright. You illuminate the darkness. I said we are a light. We shine so bright. We illuminate the darkness on this planet. Said you and we are the light. We shine so bright. We illuminate the darkness. I said I am. Sing it with me right here. I am. Come on. I am. I illuminate the darkness. I am. Sing it with me. I am. I illuminate this. I'm gonna let my little light shine. Not gonna dim it anymore. Not for nobody, not for no one, not for nothing. I'm gonna let my little light shine. I invite you, let your light shine. Shine. We are the light. We are the light. I am. You are. I am a light.
Oh, perfect. Jackie, thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you. Let's ask Reverend Paul Hoyt to come back and do our inspirational reading.
The reading today is, like most times, 365 Science of Mind. It is page 372. And in light of Reverend Carol's announcement last week, I was guided to this reading, and it's profound. I know that I live in a changeless reality, and the world passeth away, and the lust therefore, but he that doeth the will of God abide forever. John 2:17. All that is with you passeth away, but that which is with God abideth. The Quran. Neither the will of God nor the nature of God can change. Reality is the same yesterday, today, and forever. That which was is. That which is will remain. As human beings, our nature is spiritual. The only thing about us that can change is that which ought not be permanent. We are changeless beings living in a changing world. Thus, all of our experiences are bound together on a thread of continuity that James Russell Lowell says, the thread of all the all-sustaining beauty which runs through all and doth all unite. It is wonderful to know that something permanent, substantial, and eternal stands in the midst of our being, and I believe watches with joy the eternal changing taking place. To the spirit which changes, no, to the spirit, these changes are merely variations of experience. The spirit is never caught, tied, or bound. Ugliness may seem to exist for a brief moment, but beauty, like truth, endures forever. All that is evil passes. As our hymn of the faith says, it cannot exist even for a moment when faced by the divine reality. Everything that we now experience objectively will change, as it ought to, but that which is with God of good abideth. I know that I live in a changeless reality. I am not disturbed by the passing of time, the moment around me, nor the variation of experiences through which I go. Something within me remains immutable and says, be still and know that I am God. This I am, which is God within me, is substantial, changeless, and perfect. And if you'll join with me in the affirmation.
For everybody.
Yeah, it's in the chat. Today, I give thanks for all that is, this spiritual community, and the abundance of my life. I am filled with gratitude for the unlimited good that is flowing in and through my experience right now. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Paul, so much. And so now my opportunity, my delight, my honor, my joy to introduce our speaker for the day. Since my computer crashed, all of the previous bios I have on her are floating around someplace. So I checked her website, and please do yourself, marthacreek.com at some point. it says, as a speaker, minister, leader, coach, consultant, facilitator, Martha Creek is often described as having a spirit of innocence, playfulness, compassion, generosity, all of which support her in being able to deliver a great deal of information in a profoundly simple, dynamic, personal, humorous, and attainable way. And it goes on to say the myriad of things that Martha has done with serving those who serve, working with ministers and congregations all over. She's beautifully trained in all of the Byron Katie work, in organizational management, in human resources, in mediation skills, conflict resolution, asking brilliant questions that take you to the depths of your being and soul for you to release any blocks to that beautiful light that Jackie sang about. She is a joy. She has known from an early time that she was here to do this work and to be grateful and to love life. And she's going to share some of her learnings on this journey. The Reverend Doctor, the glorious light, Martha Creek.
Thank you, everybody. Good morning to you. It's wonderful to be with you again. I've had 3 days, just coming off 3 days serving enlightened leaders, empowered leaders, and devotees of spiritual truth and awakening. So I am very, very present today and grateful for myself. So that reading was perfect. Paul, the reading about the transitions and what is true about that, spot on. And Jackie, lovely, lovely, glorious reminders of what is the absolute truth, if there is such a thing as truth, the absolute of it. And Dr. Carol, thank you for your invitation to be here and to be here again. And especially now, I'm standing in awe of how I get to serve, who I get to serve, and especially when. So to be on the heels of an announcement of your change. So I understand we're not speaking the word retirement, so let's call it entirement. Reverend Dr. Carol Lawson is moving into entirement. So into a new role. Now, I've been around the block a time or two myself, so I know that some of you are giving a round of applause and doing cartwheels over the thoughts of this, and some of you are shaking your head and fist, probably privately, that this has not been good news to you, because there will definitely be loss and grief to this, and the change of it, and dread and worry. And even with excitement, like excitement of what your next iteration is going to be, I'm encouraging you today to not deny the impact that the loss will have on you, that the change, loss as change, all change is death to some degree. All change triggers survival in us, our attachments, what we are dependent upon, we think. Our perceived and unquestioned needs and wants and shoulds and ought tos and I don't want tos. So I'm encouraging you to give space to that, to allow for that. You've already had some practice in 2020. It's been a boot camp of this. So you've got some muscle built already with growing ourselves up. And it's a high time to be in whatever spiritual practice you have, to just dial that up, to dial up whatever works for you, whatever keeps you aligned in truth, whatever keeps you aware of a mystic's view of what is happening instead of a little closed down peephole kind of view about what's happening, that you continue to step back and gain perspective on the course of the life of this woman, the course of the life of this leader, 27 years in a spiritual center, pioneering all that you have done to co-create with that, and the very, very solid foundation that it is, that it has been, that it is, and that it will be, even with the chaos, the disturbances, the confusions, the what ifs, and it better be and it better not be, and what am I going to do, and I can't go on, and all the dramatics of our mind and of our humanness. So I'm leading a course now during November called Finding Yourself in Transition. And it's a great book. I've been through it many times. And if you might check it out then for yourself, Finding Yourself in Transition. And if I could change it, I would be Finding Yourself in Transition again. So some of the tenets of that are very useful now, including the necessity for endings. No thanks. I'm all into beginnings. No thanks. No endings, please. Particularly people I love. People, the necessity of endings. The assuredness of endings. All things must end. All things will. So the necessity, you don't have to like it a bit. We don't have to love it a bit. And it will end. It is included in the nature of things. It's included in nature's unfoldings. It's included in our spiritual evolution, our emotional evolution, our psychological evolution, the endings. So then the necessity of that. So just notice today what your thoughts and feelings are about endings and about this ending, perhaps, or an ending that you may be going through personally. Jobs, relationships, income, housing, mobility, your quick mind, anything that feels like there's some loss there. And notice the thoughts and feelings about it. And then I love when Dr. Carol introduced me, she said, I am useful in questioning, something like that I use questions to get to the depth of things. It's true. And here's one. What's going to be vital in this transition for you to manage? What thoughts are you going to need to manage, regulate, question, turn around? So it's critical for us to apply our teaching, to renew our minds, to get a different framework around how we look at things, even in our humanness. So what's your normal way of processing grief and loss? What's your patterned way of processing? It could be to deny, to disassociate or detach, disengage. And I'm encouraging you not to do that. Even though we're patterned for it, even though it's dominant, predominant tendencies, propensities, wiring, that there's another option for us. There's another option for practitioners. There's another option for spiritual seekers to say, even with the patterned ways of looking at this, I'm not going to detach here. I'm not going to disengage. Matter of fact, I'm going to dial up my engagement. Matter of fact, I'm going to dial up my practice. I'm going to dial up my care for the spiritual community. Like, church is not closed. Buildings are closed. I'm going to dial up how I'm caring. I'm going to dial up how I pray. I'm going to dial up silent time with God. I'm going to dial up contemplation, reflection, whatever it is. It's a time then to go the other direction instead of this tendency to fold our arms or cross our arms or take our toys and leave the sandbox. This just hurt my feelings. I don't like this. She could have waited 5 more years to retire. I mean, to entire. She could have waited 5 more years after all I've done for her. Oh, May, it's my turn. It's your turn. Carol took her turn and took it and took it and took it. And she's still going to be serving. She's still, as long as she can crawl and push a Zoom link, she'll be serving. That's her nature. That's her wiring to do that. So she'll be teaching and living it out and questioning and doing her own work about this. So how can you be with grief in life? How can you be with loss wholeheartedly, not minimizing the impact it has on you, not denying that it has impact, but not letting it have you? So I have grief, and grief doesn't have me. You'll have grief, and grief doesn't have to have you. And then the tendency, some of us understate it. Like, oh, all is well. No, all is well. It's all good. It's all good. It's like, well, tell your heart because it is still hurting, or tell your face because it's not caught up yet either with your it's all good affirmation. And then some of us have a tendency to overstate it. Oh, I just can't go on. I just can't go on. There'll never be another minister. Nobody will ever love me like Carol Lawson. Nobody will ever understand me like Carol. It's like, well, of course, there's only one. She's taken. So, and there'll be somebody that new that you'll relate to, that you'll learn from, that you'll teach, that you'll serve with, that you can, and that you'll take responsibility, a shared responsibility for the ongoing of this spiritual community and the next greatest iteration of it. And for your life. So if you're not in a spiritual community and you're listening to this, to take the responsibility or some new responsibility for your own experience. This is why I think that New Thought doesn't have any more people in it than it does. It's really for mature people. And we can't be spiritually mature without emotional maturity. It says, if I don't like what I'm experiencing, then there's another option for me to see this differently. There's another option for me to process feelings, to express feelings, to excavate that and to see, okay, how else can I see this? And then these affirmations are not just notions. They're not just little print on paper. Like when we start to say something like, today I give thanks for what is. Today I give thanks for all that is. It's like, well, I'm not giving thanks that Carol's not going to be here. I'm not giving thanks that I don't have a job. I'm not giving thanks that. Give thanks for what you can. That I had a job. That I've got money left over, money that I saved. I don't have a job and I've got assistance and support. And so start somewhere. The abundance of life. I give thanks for the abundance of life. I didn't get what I wanted today. Abundance of life. What do I have? That I then express from a fullness of gratitude, the unlimited nature of it. And if I don't like it, it's like, it'll pass. Everything does, endings. And it flows and it's unfolding. And it's not just a theory of unfolding. It's not just a theory of God expressing itself as us, that it's Alpha and Omega. And it's in my experience now, right now. Ashe. And it's one thing to say Ashe. It's another thing entirely to live Ashe. It's one thing entirely to speak about the abundance of life. And it's another thing entirely to live it. So this is the season. This is the time that this is Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. It's like happy thanks living, happy thanks living, living thanks, giving thanks. And as another thing Carol said, it's been my primary spiritual practice since I was a little kid. And if there's superpowers, I sincerely believe that's what it is. Gratitude, living thanks, living thanks. And I hurt, I have tantrums, I have hissy fits. I don't like things a bit. I sure don't love what is most of the time. However, I rarely go to war with what is. Herein lies the power of the universe. So whether or not I ever love it or like it, who knows? But if I don't fall hostage to it or victim to it or go to war with it, I still can live a freer, more liberated, conscious, innovative, thoughtful, resourceful, what's possible, what am I going to do here, how am I going to relate to this kind of life. So look at to see what you fear and give some space for it, whatever it is in life, the fear of what's going to happen, the fear of the season, the fear in general, and give some space for the fear. It's normal, natural to have fear. The only people that don't have fear are dead people, and that's questionable. So fear goes with us. Fear is included. Fear is fine. And see if you can take down any notion that fear is a problem or fear is bad or I must overcome fear. It's like, as long as we have a pulse, we have fear. Oh, well, fear it is. Here it is. And what's another option for me? What's another option for you when you're afraid? So when I asked my 4-year-old great niece, when she says, I'm scared, as she's going down a big slide or she's doing something new. And I often ask her this, what can you do when you're scared? And she stops and says, have someone to hold my hand. Close my eyes. Watch someone else do it first. So let's apply the wisdom of the young child to get somebody to hold our hand through it sometimes, to close our eyes sometimes, and see how others have done it and learn from the wisdom of others as we go. And then the next thing after endings are vital, endings are necessary, endings are required, included. There's a time of void. And the void is very uncomfortable for most people because we need to know and we need to know right now. And it feels bewildering and even shocking. How long will this take? And this boot camp of 2020 has already grown that because the question mark of this year, instead of closing down and we got a plan and we kind of know, it's like the question mark goes taller and taller. So the void of transition in our life, the void of the between times, vital also. So I'm encouraging you to see it like a season, winter, and the necessity of winter. And most of us prefer to live in spring. Create something, start something, launch something, be a part of something. So we're not all that fond of the winter and the winter time. So get a sense, again, you don't have to like it, but if you had some understanding of the wisdom of taking the winter, of letting there be a time of working in the roots. So then a very, very important part of the transition here is a time in void, the void. So the first lesson, to experience the experience itself, to be in the experience, whatever's coming, the experience. And we're custom in this culture to want quick fix. And we got those remotes that let us fast forward through things. Don't you love that? When you can fast forward. So this won't be a time for that. It's going to be a time of changing our pace, allowing roots to come out and new roots to come in, and caring for the roots that are there in all of our life, and certainly in the spiritual community. So what can you do? Here's your question then. What can you do? What can you commit to do to keep yourself in some balance during this time of ending and the void? What's something you can do and commit to do to keep yourself calmer, more centered, balanced during this time of the void? And what skill are you going to need to dial up for the waiting and the not knowing? I don't know how it'll go. I don't know what the outcome will be. I don't know how it will unfold. So what skill, what superpower can you activate, invoke, bring forth to say, in the question mark, in the not knowing, it's spiritual practice for me, and I'm going to activate my gifts that I have. I'm going to activate a skill in me that's going to aid me in navigating this not knowing time, the in between. Brene Brown calls it the messy middle. The messy middle. And do you have a sense that you're already in the messy middle? And then the question about, even as we look ahead, we say, oh, we're headed to the promised land. It's like, whatever's next is the promised land. Something great is about to happen. Don't let your good get in the way of your great. The next greatest iteration of us. So if we're headed to a promised land, if it's true that the next iteration of it is a greater iteration of it, a more evolved iteration of it, then it requires our capacity to let the old dissolve as the new is becoming. So the dissolving and the becoming simultaneous, the dissolving and the becoming simultaneous, and the messy middle of that. And then what is it, and think about this, to your life, to your relationships, to your profession, to your family, to this spiritual community as you're in. What spiritual tool, what spiritual superpower can you and will you use to navigate all of these phases? What spiritual superpower, what super tool will help you through the endings and through the dissolving and through the loss and through the change? And then what will help you during the times of void and not knowing and the long wait? And then for new beginnings, what's it going to take to move into a new arena, a new way of being, a new leader, new leaders, new formats, new structures, new orders of service? My God, they may even change the format. New beginnings. So how are you going to use your new thought, spiritual principles beyond theory, beyond the concepts, beyond the affirmations, to grow? So I'm not just going to go through something, I'm going to grow through something. I'm not going to just go through this. I'm going to grow through this. And I'm going to put application to what served me. And for me, one of my commitments is to go back to the books that I got the most significant known change in me, the books that transformed me. I'm going to go back into those books, and I'm rereading them, and I'm re-highlighting them. And the highlights will be in a different color this time through. So what can you do? What will you do? And I'm inviting me and you, all of us, to really make it a time of honoring. The high holidays are here, the end of the year. It's also the dark time of the year, the darkest time of the year. So more call for light and being light and light workers and light energy and lighter energy and enlightened energies. So it's a time then of honoring the endings, what we're proud of, what we accomplished, what it brought me, what I got from it, what I got to experience from that, what I'm real proud of. And to celebrate that, what I've learned, what I've gained. And then what can I shed? What can I dissolve? What can I lay down? What can I unload? What can I not carry forth into the new? And then to look forward to. So that's my final question today. It's proven scientifically that people that look forward to something and have something to look forward to, they actually live longer. They have more health, better states of health. So people that look forward to something, have something to look forward to, have an increased well-being. What do you look forward to? What will you look forward to? And sense the power, the causative, creative power of that, of what that could shed in me, to just put something out there that I can keep referring to, even when it's messy middle, even with the loss and grief and change. It's there, it's all included. And I'm looking forward to. So denying nothing, detaching from nothing, suppressing nothing, depressing nothing, all included. And I have a broad perspective for this. Natural flow, natural processes. I'm going to align with that for my own ease. And who would you be if you were willing for it to be easier? Love, love, love to you all. If there's ever a way I can serve you, get me word. I know who you are. I know what you are. And I know how you serve. I'd love you to repeat that if you can. I know who I am. I know what I am. I know how I serve.
I know how I serve.
I begin again. So it is. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Martha Creek. Beautiful, wonderful. Even listening to somebody else do the talk, I grab my paper and start making notes. It's hard not to do that when you talk. Thank you so much. I hope that all of us listening realized that Martha was set to be here this Sunday, I don't know, a month or two ago, and the perfect universe presented. Thank you very much. It's our time in this order of service that exists in this moment. It's time for our offering. And so Kathy Miller, I think.
Yes, yes, indeed. Thank you. So if you join me, the offertory blessing is posted in the chat room. Repeat after me. Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive.
And then if you would like to make a donation to the Center for Conscious Living, why, that information will be up in the chat again in a minute as we call back the glorious Jackie Greggs to share this song with us.
Okay, you can hear me now? Thank you. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one, yeah. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you care. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Yes, this world can live as one. And and the world will be as one.
Thank you, Jackie. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And so we have a couple of prayers that we do. This is the blessing that we share for everyone that might be here for the first time. And now on this beautiful Zoom platform, we do it for each other and all of us. So if you'll raise your hands in blessing and say with me, we welcome to this Center for Conscious Living. We are a heart-centered spiritual community, and we open ourselves to you in love. We recognize the perfection of God within you. We celebrate the joyous being that you are. We are blessed by your presence. Welcome home. And then this blessing as well that is in the current format. We call it the Mastermind Covenant. It's another word for this allness that we're learning we can just point to. God, if you like. I'll tell you I'll read the prayer and tell you the responses. Knowing there is a power, intelligence, and wisdom greater than my own, and knowing it is responsive to my every thought, word, action, and feeling, say aloud, I acknowledge. Surrendering to this power of the mastermind consciousness and knowing I am guided and assisted past any limited perception to God's truth within, now say, I surrender.
I surrender.
Knowing forgiveness is the key to change, I now forgive myself and others for all mistaken judgments, and I open the door to unconditional love by saying, I forgive.
I forgive.
Realizing my life is the creation of my own thoughts, I now choose to fill my mind with thoughts that are positive, loving, and beautiful, and I allow my life to reflect that choice by saying, I choose.
I choose.
Holding this consciousness for the Center for Conscious Living, we now thank God for the continued prosperity of this spiritual community and for everyone. For myself, I now go within to the silence of my own mind as I ask for my own specific requests, knowing the universe always says yes. Please repeat after me. I accept.
I accept.
With a thankful heart and knowing that all I have asked in the name of the mastermind is now given to me, I say, thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
If you'll repeat now, the love of God enfolds me.
The
The mind of God inspires me.
The mind of God inspires me.
The Spirit of God enlightens me.
The Spirit of God enlightens me.
The power of God encircles me.
The power of God encircles me.
I am God, in God, and all is well.
I am with God and all is well.
For I'm enthusiastic, excited, expectant, and at peace.
I'm enthusiastic, excited, expecting, and at peace.
You can say to each one, I am grateful God has heard you.
I am grateful God has heard you.
Thank you, everybody. We have a few announcements. If you are not on our mail list and would like to be, there's an email address in the chat, cclinmorristown@AOL. We would be delighted to put you on the mail list and send you our, usually Thursday or Friday, we send out a thing of what's coming up and who's speaking on Sunday and all of our various groups. So we'd love to have you be a part of that if you'd like. And if you have a prayer request, send a prayer request into that same thing. You can also write your email address and name in the chat if you like, and we'll pick it up there, however you like. For those of you that might not have gotten on the mail list, just know our Red Tent Women's Group is going to meet on the second Saturday, right, Kathy? What is it?
Yes, on December 12th. And thanks to Peggy King, who's a regular in our group. We're going to be talking about holiday traditions, so it'll be a very participatory session. So please join us. It's a great time. And of course, we can't wait till we meet in person, but Zoom is just as good. So please join us December 12th, 7 o'clock.
We have Course in Miracles is meeting tonight, or Monday night. It's fourth Monday, right? I think I saw Ken Davis earlier.
It's tomorrow.
Okay, we got it. Come see Ken on Zoom. Men's group is the third Monday. And I think it's all right with Martha. The transitions class that she's doing on Monday nights is 2 weeks into it, but I believe she said you could join if you liked. Is that true, Martha?
Hey, honey, tomorrow night is another class. Yeah. And just come on in. And if you're into it and getting something from it, I'll send you the recordings from the other classes, and we're applying. Yeah.
So marthacreek.com for all glorious things, Martha. Lots of information on that website, all kinds of free things and old talks and ways to sign up and do personal work with Martha, which is there. I really don't have many words for that, but it's pretty good. And I don't know. I think that's it, unless I missed something. And
is that
just one other announcement, please? That we do have a new mailing address, which Marlene has put up in the chat box. So for everyone, as you know, the office is closing. So our new mailing address is P.O. Box 44 in Morristown. So please make a note of that. We will add that to our messages from now on. Thank you.
Great. And now we're call back the glorious, wonderful, supremely talented and bright light, Jackie Briggs.
Thank you, Reverend Carol. So this last song that we're going to do it's another Karen Drucker song. As you guys may know, I love Karen Drucker. Today I choose, and I'm reminded of what Martha Creek said. This is Thanksgiving, not just Thanksgiving week. It's how we live. And I know this community gives thanks and is grateful every day of the week. So today I choose. What will you choose today? And I want to shout out to Clint Walden, who y'all know is my husband, who's running sound for me today. So thank you, honey. What do I want my day to be? Today I choose. What do I want to feel today? I choose. What do I want to be today? I choose. I choose. You choose. Yeah. I choose. You didn't think you were going to sit down, did you? Come on. Today, I choose to be grateful, so grateful. Today, I choose to be grateful, grateful. Sing it with me today. I choose to be grateful, so grateful. Today, I choose to be grateful, grateful. Let's be happy today. I choose to be happy, so happy today. I choose to be happy, happy, peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful, so peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful, peaceful. Listen, whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. Oh, today I choose to be loving, so loving today. I choose to be loving, joyful today. I choose to be joyful, so joyful today. I choose to joyful. Come on, today I choose. What will you choose today? The choice is yours. Today I choose. I'm gonna be happy. Oh yeah, today I choose to be joyful, so joyful today. I choose to be joyful, joyful. Listen, whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. It's all up to you. It's all up to me, oh, today. Well, I choose to be thankful, so thankful every day today. I choose to be thankful, oh yeah, today. I choose to be grateful, to be grateful. I'm so grateful every day today. I choose to be grateful, grateful, oh yeah, grateful every day, grateful, grateful, yeah, yeah, it's grateful, grateful.
And so it is.
And Ashe.
And Reverend Paul Hoyt.
This is in the chat. It's the concluding affirmation. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my body. Life is in my mind. Life is in my feelings. Life is in all my activities. I receive it. I share it. I am it. And I accept it just the way that it is. Thank you, life. And accepting all these gifts, we say, yes!
Talk. You know you can talk.
Oh, thank you, Martha Creek. Thank you, Jackie Greggs, Paul, Reverend Paul, and Kathy, and Michael, and all of our practitioners, and every person. Thank you,
everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Martha. Beautiful. Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you, Martha.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Paul.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Thanks,
And
Jackie. Beautiful.
Thank you, Kathy. Hey, Carolyn.
Joyce. Thanks, Lynn. Hey, Cheryl. Hi, Lynn.
Beautiful music, Jackie. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Michael.
Hey, Reverend Michael.
Thank you,
Thank you, reading.
Thank you, everyone.
Hello, all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Love and peace to everyone.
Hi,
Oh,
Carolyn.
hi, Jody. I was wondering who that was.
It's me.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hey, Patricia. Hey, Michael. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Reverend Al. Hey, Peg. Hey, Kathy Wakeham. Hey, June.
Kathy Wakeham.
Seeing you all.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Reverend Al. Hi,
Joanne.
Hey, Reverend Michael.
Who else is
Hey,
there? Stephen. And hey, Jason. How are you?
I'm Martha Creek.
Hey, Bobby. Hi, Virgie.
Hi, Cheryl C.
Hi,
That's
Sue.
like the photo, Cheryl C. Hi, Lynn.
Clean.
Hey, Jody.
screen.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving all.
Wish I could have everyone over.
AOL, Mike.
We're all together.
Thanksgiving.
Nice to see you, Michael.
That's right. I'll feel you all in spirit.
Jason,
Right?
long time no see.
Hi, Felicia.
Hey, Steven. How cool.
So good to see you all. Love
Hey,
to
Paul.
all.
Blessings.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Jason.
I love to Hugh, Joe.
Hey, Bergie.
Love.
The tour is
Hi,
there.
April.
Hi, thank
Hi, Chris. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Carol.
Yes, I am.
Hi, Michael.
I am
Hi,
there.
Hi,
Katura.
everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Marlene. Hi, Lynn.
Hi,
Hi, Felicia.
Hello.
Hi, Lynn and Mark.
Great to see you.
Hi, 856. I think I got everybody, right? Yeah.
Jason there.
Hi, Michael.
Hello.
And
Nice to see you, Michael.
It's good to see you,
Yeah.
Reverend Al.
Reverend
Thank you.
Carol.
Steven.
Happy holidays and good
Bye,
morning.
everybody. I love you.
I love you.
I love you guys.
Many blessings.
Enjoy the holiday.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Happy
We're gonna have takeout.
Every day's a holiday. Oh, I have to go buy a turkey.
You're having turkey? You're having takeout?
Uh-huh.
Turkey takeout?
Yeah, turkey takeout.
Absolutely.
I bought a turkey breast. I'm done with the whole.
The only turkey they had at Wegmans was a 22-pound one. I don't think
Oh
I
my
need that
God.
for 3 people.
A turkey breast at 22 pounds?
No, a whole turkey. I'm gonna
Oh.
go somewhere else. But
I'm letting somebody else cook.
it's like I don't think so.
Everyone.
Eating
Actually,
it.
I could have probably done takeout too. That's a great
Thanks,
idea.
Ian.
I'll save that for Christmas.
Love you all.
Hi, Katura.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a small one.